The Silent Station. The bizarre disappearance of the Yuba County 5. The last normal moment for the Yuba County 5 occurred at 11:15 p.m. on February 24, 1978, when 5 friends left a Chico State basketball game in high spirits. Jack Hoot, 24, had just cheered his team to victory. Bill Sterling, 29, joked with friends about stopping for snacks. Ted Weiher, 32, checked his watch. He needed to be home by midnight. None of them knew they were about to become the center of one of America's most perplexing missing persons cases. What happened next remains a terrifying enigma. The men's 1969 Mercury Montego was later found parked at a 45-degree angle on a remote mountain road, not crashed, not stuck, but carefully positioned as if someone had simply stopped and walked away. The keys were missing, but forensic analysis showed the car had been fully operational. Even stranger? The road had been recently plowed. They could have driven back to safety at any time. The search lasted 4 agonizing months. When investigators finally discovered the first body in June, the scene made no sense. Ted Weiher's remains were found in a U.S. Forest Service trailer, wrapped in 8 blankets despite working heating fuel being available. His feet showed signs of frostbite, yet the trailer contained food supplies he'd never touched. Most disturbing of all, forensic evidence suggested he'd survived nearly 3 months after disappearing before finally succumbing. The other discoveries deepened the mystery. Bill Sterling and Jack Madruga were found together near a creek, miles from the trailer. Jack Hoot lay alone further up the mountain. Only Gary Mathias, the group's only member without intellectual disabilities, was never found. His mother would later receive a chilling phone call where the caller breathed heavily before disconnecting, a call traced to a phone booth near where the car was discovered. Modern investigators remain divided. Some believe the men became disoriented after taking a wrong turn, though this fails to explain why they abandoned a working vehicle on a clear road. Others suggest foul play, pointing to Mathias' history of mental illness and the missing car keys. The most unsettling theory involves the nearby Beale Air Force Base. Were the men unwitting witnesses to something they shouldn't have seen? Former search team members report eerie occurrences in the area. One ranger swears he heard voices calling for help days after the official search ended. Another found footprints that simply vanished in the middle of a snowfield. To this day, hikers occasionally report seeing 5 figures walking single file through the pine forests at dusk, always moving away, never responding to calls. The Yuba County 5 case represents every parent's worst nightmare and every detective's most frustrating dead end. These weren't reckless adventurers, they were ordinary men who inexplicably walked away from safety into certain death. The mountains keep their secrets well, but sometimes, when the wind blows just right through the Sierra Pines, you can almost hear the echoes of that final unanswered question: why? Some mysteries aren't meant to be solved, they're meant to remind us how thin the line between safety and oblivion really is. The next time you're driving down a lonely road at night and see taillights ahead, ask yourself, do you really know where that road leads? Let us know your theories about the Yuba County 5 in the comments, and if you found this story unsettling, share it with someone who appreciates a good mystery, just maybe not right before they take a long drive.